Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is October 26, 2021. We'll talk about top stocks with heavy insider buying. As you all know, when there is a good insider buying, that indicates the stocks are going to move higher. The insiders know a lot about their company, that's why they're buying their own stock. So with that, let's do a quick market update, spot few trends, and look at the stocks with the heavy insider buying, and then look at rule of 40, where we can look at great growth stocks with a good gross margin and sales growth and also low RSI. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Let's look at Thinkorswim to look at the market update. So from a market update perspective, as we look through here, we got S&P 500 future doing a little higher here, about 19 points. Keep watching what's going on in the volume. As you look through, whenever stock market makes higher, volume gets lower. And whenever market falls down here, volume gets higher. And look here, stock market came down here, volume is higher. Market is going up, volume is a little bit lower. So what's going on is, these bigger players, they are buying when stock market collapses, and they are basically selling when the stock market goes up. That's what is going on. That's how you make money. You basically buy when the market falls off. There is huge big news, inflation, labor shortage, and sky is going to fall off. That's when you buy these big indices and some selected stocks. That's why you see heavy volume whenever there is a ugly red candle here. That's what is going on here. And as you look through here, Nasdaq is also trending nicely here, 93 points higher. I think all this Facebook debacle is kind of getting to some closure here. As you look through, same story with the volume here. As market goes higher, volume is low. When the stock market drops off here, volume gets higher. I think we should also do the same thing. And then we got here Dow Jones Industrial Average all-time high. As you can see here, volume is typically lower here. We should look at some of these trends and play along. And as you look through, Russell 2000 here doing nicely, uptick here 10 points higher, and volume is generally lower. So with that, what we'll now do is we'll look at the bond market here, see what bond markets are trying to tell us. So as you look through the bond market here, as you scan through here, bond is a little bit higher here, as you can see here. And let's look at the interest rate here. Interest rate is lower, so that's going to help stock market here. We got two red candles in the interest rates here. That's going to help stock market. As you look through here, crude oil is a rocket ship. It hit 85 barrels, as you might have known here. So we got to be careful with crude oil at the top here. Typically, this comes down also fast. And let's look at gold here. Gold is taking a breather, as you can see here. We'll wait for gold to drop a little more and scoop up some gold names. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at stocks with the heavy insider buying. So from a yesterday's market action perspective, as you can see here, all the major averages did well yesterday. Not too great, but did pretty okay. As you can see here, Dow went up by 64. And from futures perspective, we got a good uptick here in the futures. S&P, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, Russell, all higher. They're getting to record territory. That's why we got to be selective and careful. And if you look through the news here, top news, oil surpasses $85, first time in 7 years. So oil is cruising very high. So we got to be careful here and don't buy at the top. And we got S&P 500 and Dow both hit record high. Tesla stock electrifies, jumped up about $100 or so yesterday. That's the great news for Tesla. And we got Facebook shares rise as investors focus on earnings. This is one thing Facebook does every time. They have a lot of bad news when it comes to earnings. They always deliver. That's always great for Facebook. And then we got all the futures are at the top here, a little more flat. And Tesla hits 1 trillion market cap. Great news for Tesla here. And Hertz will purchase 100,000 electric vehicles. And we got Kimberly-Clark. They did great last year. This year it's difficult comps. Stock is announcing profit warning here. It's good to look at Kimberly-Clark and buy slowly. And we got PayPal abandoned the Pinterest takeover. I think shareholders did not like it. And Apple will likely to face DOJ antitrust suit here. So we got to be careful with this and see how Apple does. If it goes lower, we can buy slowly and take it from there. And then we got here post-it maker 3M shares jump 2%, earnings beat. That's a good story here. And we got UPS stock rallies. Whenever these type of stocks here, transportation goes higher, that tells you there is more legs to this stock market. Then the Hasbro here, toy maker, their stock rises after profit tops forecast and rose in line with the expectation. So look here, the trend perspective, we got toy makers like Hasbro, we got Mattel, both did very well. So looks like we are going to have some good holiday season here. So with that, let's jump in here and look at spotting some trends with the ETF here. I will not go through this in great detail, but as you look through here, all the major ETFs here are doing great. Keep watching the RSI numbers. They're all red, indicating they're all in the overbought territory here. I would not jump into them, but if you were to buy one or two, you could look at EEM, which is emerging markets here, down 10%, and you could focus your attention to lower RSI candidates like communication sector with stocks like Facebook and Snap and Twitter and so on and so forth. That's a good area to focus on. And then you could also look at the retail here, XRT. Still there are some good spots to buy there, a little bit lower RSI. I would not chase at the top here. And also you could look at XME and selected spot here. I think that's also a little bit okay here. So I would not chase at the top. Look at some low RSI ETFs. You could buy ETF themselves, or you could buy some stocks in those areas. So with that, let's jump in here and look at spotting trends when it comes to some major secular type markets. When it comes to cannabis here, cannabis is struggling, as you can see here, down 58% from 52-week high. You could buy some great cannabis names here and take advantage. Think about Grow Generation, Tilray, Canopy Growth, and so on and so forth. And social media here, it's also a little bit weak here. You could buy some social media stock here and go from there. And you could also buy some solar stocks here, solar down 27%. You could also do that. As you look through here, we got 3D printing, RSI is 53. Volume is a little lower, as you can see here. But you could buy some 3D printing names, take advantage of relatively lower RSI. As you look through here, we got human genomics here with Kathy Wood. There are some good human genomics names which are down here. You could look at my recording from yesterday on human genomics and gene editing stocks. You could still buy some names there. And last but not least, in the space exploration area, there is money to be made here. They're a little bit down from 52-week high and low RSI. So you could buy some stocks in this, in this area. Think about Richard Branson's SPCE and a few other stocks like Maxar and so on and so forth. So with that, let's jump in here and look at stocks with a heavy insider buying and go from there, and low RSI. So as you go through here, these are the stocks where there's a heavy insider buying. As you can see here, AGRX, little 85-cent stock here, very high insider buying. As you can scan through here, stock is trying to turn around. You could still buy this. It's got a low RSI. Only thing to keep in mind is it's a red most of the times in 1 month, 3 month, all the way. You got to be a little bit contrarian, given there is no sales growth here and just 2 million shares. 2 million sales here and a low market cap. As you scan through, we got AZLN, $2.20 stock. It's also trying to turn around, as you can see here. You could take a quick trade here and go from there. And as you look through, we got IEA, ELOX, and so on and so forth. Great insider buy here. Insiders are buying. They want to send the stock higher. Keep watching here. These stocks are also turning around slowly, and still RSI is low. You could take advantage of this and buy some of these names slowly and accumulate, given they all have a low RSI here. That's why I like to buy when the insider buying percentage is high and RSI is low. That tells you right now stock is turning around, good to buy. If the stock has gone up too much too fast, I would wait a little bit, but these are okay with the lower RSI. As you look through here, we got stock like DPW, MVOI, all the stocks where you saw here green in the ticker symbol also indicates there's a nice sales growth and gross margin. Rule of 40 is satisfied. So that's why stocks like MYOV, DPW, DBRG, ATER all have got nice rule of 40 satisfied with nice sales growth and nice gross margin. And now we'll look at a few more stocks in the same category. As you look through, very nice insiders volume here. Insiders are buying, and keep watching few names here with the nice rule of 40 satisfied, like NGL, SQLT, BIOL, and so on and so forth. And I love Vertex, which is a great biotech play here. Has been trying to turn around, as you can see here. Keep watching the short here. We got some high short ratio here. This indicates these stocks can cause a short squeeze. We could we should be buying those. As you look through some names like DSS here, stock has gone up nicely. Be careful here, don't chase at the top here. Instead focus on the candidates which are just turning around, maybe like ORGN here. Or if you want to look at a nice sales growth, you could look at some names like BOIL, SRGA, and so on and so forth. They're trying to turn around. You could buy those. So with that, now let's look at a little more stronger players. These are the stocks with a heavy insider buying and rule of 40 satisfied and low RSI. This is a filter down list for you, so that way you look at strong growth candidates. So as you look through here, these are the stocks with a nice insider buying and also nice sales growth and gross margin. Rule of 40 satisfied here. You could buy this a little more safely here, given there is a sales growth here. As you look through, there are great candidates here with MYOV, DPW, DBRG, etc. As you look through here, low RSI, that tells you these stocks are oversold here. You could buy these stocks here and take it from there. I love many of these stocks here. I've been buying them and trading them a lot. If you look through here, SelectQuote, great one. ATER, great one here. ATER, as you look through here, stock has been falling off the cliff. You could slowly buy and accumulate. As you look through, we got a few more. Vertex, my favorite here, and we got Terminex and the PTE and so on and so forth. You could take advantage of this trend here and make some profit. Look at this small stock BIOL here, 59 cents. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin, and stock is trying to turn around right now and has done great, 97% in 1 year. And same story in a stock like DBRG here, $6.66. Nice sales growth and gross margin. Stock has done great, 110% in 1 year. Right now trying to turn around. So you could take advantage and go from there. So with that, let's look at. I think that could be the last one here. We'll skip that. So with that, let's look at one more here. This is rule of 40. I'm trying to think through here. Insider buying. So this is, I think we'll skip this. This is a little bit dated information. We'll skip through this. And with that, here is some quick cheat sheet for you on when to buy and when to sell stocks. Whenever you see RSI lower than 55 and on the balance volume rising, you could buy the stock at the time. From an exit point perspective, look for RSI greater than 60. If the on the balance volume falling, then you can you can exit out. And also look for catalyst. One of the catalysts we saw today is insider buying, heavy insider buying. That can be catalyst here. High short ratio can be another catalyst. So look for such catalysts here and focus on those stocks with some catalyst. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.